Hello everybody, I'm Gabriel Ishen. You are welcome to the CTR Empowerment Channel. Today we're going to be focusing on what I've titled the Elijah Factor, to try to unpack some of the mentorship issues at the core of our realities in the 21st century as Africans. I'll pause for a moment. Just ask, what's mentorship? Who are ancestors? What is institutional memory? What legacy are we leaving behind? And by the way, what is Denosa Hereditous? Some of these questions are going to underpin some of the things that are going to unfold in this particular episode. I just want us to just look at three stories that I think are going to be fundamental to today's video. The first one after the baboon story. There was this trader somewhere in the subcontinent of India 500 years ago, and this guy, he traded in hats. As he moved from community to community, village to village, he got tired. He was hungry. He saw this big tree and he said, let me just take a little nap under this tree. He had his meal, took about an hour's sleep. When he woke up, all the hats that he had with him were not there. They were gone. Then he started wailing because that's all that he had. Then he looked up and he saw monkeys wearing the hats and making fun at him. He took some stones, hurled at them. The monkeys looked at him and they took some fruit from that tree and hurled back at the man. The man made faces at them. They also made faces at the man. And in frustration, the man took his hat and hit the ground with it. The monkeys, as you know, they are great imitators. They also took their hat and dropped it to the ground. The man took all the hat again. Happy he was, and he carried on. About 100 years after that, another guy came the same way and also had a nap there. He woke up and his hats were not to be found. Then he looked up. He remembered what has happened some time ago through oral culture. He looked up and he saw monkeys again wearing his hat. He threw some stones. They also threw something back at him. Then he took his hat and hit it on the ground. The biggest of the monkeys came down and slapped him. The biggest slap you can imagine. And the monkey said something very funny. He said that, do you think you are the only one who has got an ancestor? The morale of this story is this, that even animals have a way of communicating what happens in their environment. So we humans cannot in any way overlook the importance of mentoring, the importance of sharing experiences. Can I give you another palpable story that punctuates what I have for you today? This is a story told by Kwaju Agui, the luminary African educator
in the 20th century.
Kwaju Agui often said this to the likes of Kwame Nkrumah at Achimota School. The story goes like this: that a hunter went to the farm, and whilst roaming in the farm among forests and grassland, he came across a very unique egg. He brought the egg home. Coincidence? A hen was brooding and he put it under the hen. The egg hatched and this eagle thought it was a chicken. With its secretary, sharp claws, and wings that were longer than the chickens, yet it thought it was a chicken, chasing after grasshopper, eating grains, and you know what buffoonery that chickens do even around neighborhoods. One person in the neighborhood called the eagle and said that you are not actually chicken, you are eagle. Then the eagle said, no, I'm chicken. Look at my brothers and sisters. I'm actually chicken. One day, that inquisitive neighbor took this eagle to the top of a mountain, and while they were in communication, he shoved the eagle off the apogee, the summit of the mountain. The eagle thought it was going to die, but it started flapping its wings, and even as it flapped the wings and saw higher, the vision was just spectacular. Then it realized that I'm not actually a chicken. Sometimes you get people who come in your life, and this is what they're going to do. They're going to tell something about you that you don't even know that you possess. They're going to let you reach inside of you, your treasure trove. They're going to let you hit at the penetralia, your inner self. They're going to let the frankincense in your terrible come out in a way that you yourself, you'll be amazed at yourself that you had that greatness hidden inside of you. Just the Olympic that we just watched this year, Samuel Biles had the coach around, and as he was doing all the things you can think about to wow the crowd, the concentration was there, and the coach was watching, and that gave that lady a particular focus to continue with what he had on the floor, ending up with 4 goals in the 2016 Olympics. We all need mentors. You cannot do away with a mentor. No matter how good you are, you cannot do away with a mentor. And today, with this particular episode titled Elijah Factor, we cannot do away without looking at who is Elijah. The time came in scripture that Elijah said, I think I've had enough, I want to go. God looked at him and said, you want to go? Okay. Try and get somebody behind you. God ordered him, and he went and he brought Elisha with him. But this is it. He wanted to find out whether Elisha had what it takes to be a successor. It is clear in scripture. But this future I want to evoke just to punctuate what I want to say. You will see that Elisha was willing to go through the drills, to have the power, to have the experience of Elijah. As a mentor and a mentee, there should be what? Constant communication between the two of you. It's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street where even the mentor in a way benefits from the mentee, and the mentee also benefits from what? The mentor. In Africa, we didn't really start much with text. Most of our ways of really empowering the young was through orature and other customs and traditions. For example, before somebody becomes a chief, that person is put in a room, the stool room for example, and the person gets instructions, trainings, how to talk in public and what have you, how to dress, how to interact with people, how to become a good figurehead, a spokesperson, a leader, a disseminator. But times have changed. You hear condescending in Tennessee terms like the youth telling the old ones that they are colo, which is actually a derivative of colonialism or colonial, meaning that their ideas are picayune, antediluvian, antiquated. Then you hear the old ones also telling the youth that they are youthful exuberance, telling them that all it is that this boiling, this beauty, this effervescence, this energy, this synergy of purpose is it's not going to lead anywhere. So from both ends, whether it's among the youths or from the old folks, there is this element we have to look at. That lacuna, that gap of the youth seeing themselves separate in terms of their visions from the old ones, and the old ones also seeing themselves as separate from the youth, and all of them trying to mind their business, although there seems to be this similitude of ideas, confluence, but not really. Confucius said something very trenchant. He said that if you want to plant for a year, cultivate rice. If you want to plant for 10 years, plant a tree. But if you really want to have a long-term sustainability for, say, 100 years, educate the children. We, as Africans, most of our youths, from the very crucible of our political rhetoric, but most of our projects really don't aim to empower the youths. And when we leave the youth to soak into their own mindsets, their own reflections, their own imitations, and their own experiences, where will be the future of Africa? We will need to be able to relook at our education system, not only the formal, but also the informal system. Look at how there can be what Maya Angelou talks about at the tapestry, where the shoulder of the old ones are given for the young ones to rest upon. This is the beauty of our lives. To leave a legacy not in cement and in memorial houses, but to plant our future in the hearts of those beneath us. What are we doing now? In line with my earlier style, I'm going to use two stories to conclude this video. The first is by a chap by name Jacob Wilson-Say. The cardinal position of this man in the history of Ghana cannot be overemphasized. Jacob Wilson-Say actually was the first billionaire in Ghana. And by the way, he was illiterate. And by the way, his friends called him a joker. I would like you to read more about him, but let me hit at the coincidence of his presence in this particular video. Jacob Wilson-Say initially was a carpenter, then changed job to become a palm wine tapper. One day, as he climbed up to go and tap for wine, he saw a snake and naturally he fell. He was in a short kind of unconsciousness. Then, when he gained his consciousness, he saw a glittering substance, object. He wasn't a fool. He realized it was actually gold. Imports, gold dust imports. This man was not selfish. When he acquired all this wealth, the wealth in the pot, wealth in the pot, he was able to sponsor all the key players in the Aborigines Rights Society, Protection Society in the country to go to London and argue our case on the land bill. That's how come our land didn't become occupied, just like some cases in Africa. It was through this man. Why am I evoking him? This man was illiterate, but hey, you check on the history of Infantipim, for example, and you will get to know how an illiterate could look deep into the future and make use of his money. Now, this is my line. Who went to the bush and put the gold dust in the pot and ate it there? Who? That's what we do as Africans, always hiding our ideas in pot and keeping it away from those who need it. As I'm talking now, there are some experiences you have, but if a kid wanted to say shut up, how can the kid then get the confidence to be able to meet the other people around the world. In this global village, it's about ideas, knowledge, experiences. How long would we continue to create the so-called structure, which is top-down, that continues to look at those beneath us as people who have what we call tabula rasa, empty mindset? It's not going to work in the 21st century. It's more bottom-up now, where we would have to look into each other's hearts and exchange our minds through palpable exchanges that is soaked up into our own realities and identity, our own idiosyncrasies. Let me book another story. Plo Lumumba, you know him, a Kenyan guy with some top-notch delivery around the country and around Africa. He gave a story of a guy who at the age of 15 said, I'm going to change the world, I'm going to change the world. But when he was 35, he realized that, I can't change the world. Oh, okay, I'm going to change. Let me try and even metamorphose the story a bit. I'm going to change Ghana. At 35, he was going to change Ghana. When he hit 45, he realized he couldn't change Ghana. So he said, let me even get closer. I'm going to change Accra at the age of 45. At the age of 60, he changed from Accra. Then he said he's going to change Nima. He couldn't do anything. When he hit 70, then he realized that the person that he should have changed was himself. So this is the question to all the mentees and the mentors. What is happening to us as individuals and those that want to mentor? Are we willing to really even make our own changes that sometimes communicate to people, rather than heaping rhetoric that is not in consonance with what we preach every day? Where is the vision? Where is the common banner? Where is our desideratum, our desiderata? Where is it? Descartes talk about the cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I. Africa says that Ubuntu, I am because you are. Which one are we going to take? Are we going to form a confluence of it and move forward and let the children look at us and even our colleagues look at us and know that the fight in the 21st century is not going to be a solo one. It's going to be based on common aspirations, common desires, common visions. Not some internecine exchanges of communication and personal grandiose elevations. The story is this. The story starts with